Hello everyone, this is Brian Akeem and my brother Robert is here and we're going to be talking about our trip to Israel last month. And this is going to be a little different. He's going to be taking over. So Robert, would you like to take over and discuss?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Brian's brother, Robert. So we took a little Israel trip, September of 2019. This picture that you see here is actually a church and by the Jordan River. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Israel, I really recommend it. There's quite not like any other place like it on the earth. We went with a tour here in this picture, and we visited a house. In the Bible, there's a guy named Simon the Tanner, and basically he was a friend of the Apostle Paul. I mean, sorry, Peter. Peter stayed with him in the New Testament. So this is basically his house right here. Oh, it skipped over. The video is going a little too fast. But this is a church that we saw. This is a portrait of an angel that's in the church. There's a lot of very beautiful photos and like pictures and portraits of divinity and God and angels and beautiful things like that in Israel. This is just a view of from the side. The photos are kind of random, so I'm just gonna do my best to explain it. This is a picture of Philippi, Caesarea, where King Herod was. This Roman ruins. This is actually ruins of the place where he was at. Here, King Herod Agrippa died. Um, Still remnant structures of Roman buildings and monuments. You're basically going to find a lot of Roman structures in Israel, but you're also going to find Muslim structures, Turkish structures, because just the fact that Israel has so much history of being conquered, of being rebuilt over and over, the structures. I mean, it's crazy. There's just so many things. This is a picture of Elijah when he was on the mountain, Mount Carmel. Basically, this is a place where he asked God to send fire down from heaven, and 800 prophets of Baal were killed. This picture of me and my brother Brian.
Yep, that's me. It was a hot day that day. Well, I
Yeah,
was not happy.
yeah, guys. If you're gonna go to Israel, just make sure you drink a lot of water, take sunscreen, get a hat, sunglasses, because it's pretty hot. And we went in September, and it was still pretty hot. I was surprised how much water I had to drink. You have to basically drink water continuously. Um, Very beautiful place. A lot of trees, flowers. You see a lot of weird, like interesting fruits like dates and figs, and um. But the best thing about it is just the fact that you're there where Christ walked, where Christ talked, where he did miracles, where he healed the lame and the sick and the dead, brought the dead to life. This is it's really a surreal moment when you step foot in Israel. You're going back in history. You're going back in the days of Jesus. You're going back in the days of the prophets of old, Elijah, Elisha. You're going to the place where Moses was in the Old Testament. It's just beautiful. These are just photos of our family. Just enjoying the scenes,
Yeah,
having a wonderful time. This is a picture of our family here.
we took a lot of pictures, like 3,000. So obviously not all of them are going to be shown here. And there's also a lot of soldiers in Israel, a lot of soldiers in bus stops, and security is very serious in Israel.
Yeah, here you see a lot of churches. In Israel, you will see a lot of churches. Every holy place where Christ walked, talked, healed, provided miracles, talked to the disciples. There's always a church built on that site. So you will see a lot of churches. Um, you see all kinds of faiths. That's the beauty about Israel is that you're gonna see Orthodox Jews. You're gonna see Coptic Christians. You're gonna see Pentecostals, people coming from all over the world, from Russia, from Poland, from Europe, from just everywhere coming together in this holy place and really enjoying this place of Israel.
We also did a boat ride at some point.
This
Where
is
was it, Robert?
this is the Sea of Galilee. This is the picture of the Sea of Galilee right here. Very beautiful. This is a church that we went to in Cana of Galilee. Cana of Galilee is where Jesus did his first miracle of turning water into wine. Um, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Also, some churches require you to cover your knees and stuff like that, so I think that's a rule as well that you might have to keep an eye out for in Israel. And this is our parents at the river, at the Jordan River, right, Robert?
Yeah, this is the Jordan River. Very small river, but it was interesting. A lot of people were baptized here. This is the Dome of the Rock. This is kind of a outside view perspective of Jerusalem. Um, you see a lot of monuments. You see a lot of structures. You see the colliding of the three major world religions. You know, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, all in one place. So we would like to put more photos, but it's just we took over 3,000 photos. It's quite a lot to put in one video. We might make a second video just to put more photos, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. If you guys do want, just let me know, and I'll get back to my brother. But yeah, Robert, why don't we keep going until then?
so there's a lot of structures. Places like here is the birthplace of Christ. This picture right here, it's in Bethlehem. So you'll see like they build sites and churches over the holy sites, like where Christ was born. They built a church over the site, and so a lot of the places we went to, we see were like where Christ was born, where Christ did his first miracle, where Christ was with his disciples. The Mount of the Beatitudes, where Christ preached the Holy Sermon on the Mount. Uh, we saw is the grave, the tomb of Christ. There's actually two spots for it, two sites. We saw the tomb of Christ and the Mount of Olives, in which in the Bible where Christ is going to return to come and take his faithful back to the kingdom, back to the Father. Some of these photos include we went through cemeteries. This is actually a Muslim cemetery that's right across the Mount of Olives on the other side. Israel has a lot of valleys and mountains. You'll see, yeah, it's quite a bit of valleys and mountains. It's very interesting. It's definitely it has just so much to it. It's political, religion, culture, uh, faith. It's very different from most countries you would visit or see. But I definitely would recommend seeing it, going there, before things kind of heat up. Israel is there's a lot of security going on. As you can imagine, their borders, they're surrounded by enemies, their enemies. They're surrounded by enemies as the only nation there. So they have a lot of borders, barbed wire, fences, cameras. Soldiers are 24/7 working.
I think mines too, right, Robert?
Yeah, they got mines, huge walls for security. I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's very secure, very fortified. Brian, do you want to say anything?
Well, here we're in like a tourist alley, and you gotta keep an eye out on your wallet because you might get conned or something in Israel. There's a lot of tourism, and there's a lot of people trying to sell you stuff, which I understand, but people go really overboard here, and even my mom, she got a lot of stuff. She loves trips like this and souvenirs. And Robert, you want to take it back from me?
Yeah, so make sure you guys, you bring a passport, bring money, bring some cash. Definitely, there will be people trying to take your money. Don't give them your money. I mean, as far as they'll try to sell you something, they'll rip you off. Be careful of that. I recommend going with a tour guide. Going with a tour, it's a lot better, I would say. You get more of the history. You get more of, what to buy, what not to buy, where to go, where not to go. Definitely safer that way. We went with the evangelical Protestant group, so that was a blessing. General Israel is great. We're running out of time, but just want to say, guys, go ahead and visit if you can. It's a really awesome place. And I'm gonna have to cut it here. Brian, you want to add anything?
Yeah, if you guys want to see part two, just let me know. And big thanks for my brother Robert for helping me with this. This was his time to do a video, and I wanted him to shine here. So until next time, guys, bye.